Chris, I've only known him
60 years.
50 years.
Oh, you lie.
But, yeah, well, first of all, when I heard his dad, where's Gunner?
Over here.
Excuse me, just finishing dinner. Wanted to say, acknowledge Gunner because when I heard he was an architect, and Mike Lee's dad too is an architect, I thought when I was 10 years old, I thought, that's what I want to be. You know, it sounded so cool. My dad was in construction, and it sort of drove me to, be inspired to create buildings and stuff like that. I did go to architecture school, but at this point I'm a landscaper, which is actually better money. But so I'm honored to, have known Gunner first, and Chris first of all. But Gunner was a great inspiration to me. Plus, he was our race car driver and his TR3, and it seemed like we were racing around when we were 10 years old in the back of that thing. And all these Green Beret boys are in the house. Let's hear it for the Green Beret boys. Chris Solomon, who lived across the street from Chris growing up. Mike Lee, who lived down the street. Anthony lived around the corner. And all these folks in the back, some Kent school people. Anyway, that's going way back. But we do go way back, and I'm sure a lot of you go way back with Chris too. And I'm just honored to be here at his 60th birthday / graduation. It's quite an honor, and we're all really proud of him. We're just talking to people in Connecticut and Idaho and leaving messages, and just Pete Presley and Gail Ramey were on the phone. And
did you call Pete Carroll and Robin Williams?
No, but he's in touch. We're in touch. We're in touch with all these guys that were in our class. Robin and Pete Carroll, the famous guys, were in our class too. And so, what can I say? We're just a bunch of characters who've known each other a long time, and Chris and I had a lot of great adventures. I think again through Gunner. Chris taught me how to sail, and that was a kick because I got a boat when I was like 10 or 11 years old, and the first time we went sailing, hey, we're on the water, this is fantastic. We went from Green Bay out into the bay. Of course, this is the kind of guy this guy is. It's like, sure, we're going out under the railroad trestles out by San Quentin, and then the wind picked up. But see, he knew how to sail. He wasn't worried at all. This is my first time out, and we're like heeling over, and he's just going, keep bailing, keep So we're in this, 10-foot sabot, and so I'm bailing like crazy. Going, this is fun, but it's a lot of work too. And then of course that one time we came about, and the whole boat swamped, and I'm like, oh boy, this is really fun. I didn't know what to do. There were some people on the shore that were just fishing or something. And I'm going, they're like 200 yards away. I'm going, help! Help! And Chris, he's like 10 years old. He was a tough dude, He's like, shut up, Dunn. Those people can't do anything for us. They're on the shore. They're just fishing. So anyway,
you don't know how funny that is.
Then this boat comes along. It's like a 16-foot outboard on its maiden voyage from the Green Bay Boardwalk. There used to be all these houses on the slough there, and they somehow rescued us. I don't know how. It was just good luck, I guess. So they got us in the boat, and we towed his sailing dinghy in, and we got home safely. No problem, but. This is the kind of guy he is. He'll do anything, to have fun and also, to be successful. I think he's going to be a really successful attorney, and we're all really proud of him. Let's have a big hand for Chris Anderson.
Hey!
Solomon, let's get Chris up here just to say something about being his neighbor, as a kid, We had great fun. I think we kind of thought we invented skateboarding, but then I was corrected. We might not have, but we did skateboard on metal skate. wheels pound, we pounded the skates into a 2x4 and just, rolled down the hill, and I could go on, but I'm going to let Chris take it.
Bravo, Bob.
I don't know how to follow that. Except you stole my sailing story.
Were you on that boat too?
No, in my story, they made it all the way out past Tiburon and got picked up by the Coast Guard. I like my story better. I haven't seen Chris in what, 40 years? 40 years.
Wow.
40 years? Yeah. Where I've been hanging around. I don't know where he's been.
Law school.
Law school.
Law school, that'll lose you. Man. I live right across the street. But I haven't seen him for 40 years. There are a couple things on my street that were unusual. And
Chris coming home?
One of them was the Anderson House. I believe it was designed by Gunner, wasn't it? You designed that house. Yeah. It stuck out like a sore thumb. I mean, seriously, this was Greenbrae. It was all like, I don't know, Ed Schultz or somebody, designed the whole place. And then here was this wooden structure that looked vaguely Scandinavian. And everybody went, wow. And look, the guy's driving a Citroen. So that was so cool, man. We took that. And then the couple of things were, well, they're Norwegian. And that was unusual. And there was another one up the street, Kim Hogue. There were 2 Norwegians on the street. And we got a lot of nice information about the Norwegians and Norway and culture and stuff like that. And I have no idea where I'm going with this. It was a lot of fun getting into trouble with you. And there was always interesting stuff in your house. And usually we ended up facing God and the music. So anyway, I'm amazed that at this stage in your life, you haven't learned anything from me. Because I'm done working, man. All right. I'm going to quit while I'm ahead. But, seriously, good luck. Do some good with that degree, will you? And now, without further ado, John Warner. Who doesn't want to be up here either.
He says no. Don't force him.
Not a speaker. Chris Torney? No? Anybody? Anthony?
Give me the mic.
Let's see, do I know any jokes?
Thank you.
And without further ado, I'd like to introduce one of my favorite Italians, Uma Terry Anderlini.
Good job.
Okay, I was born in Millbrae too. Greenbrae. No, I wasn't in Millbrae. I wasn't in Greenbrae. I wasn't anywhere but North Beach. But where all the finest Italians are, by the way. You got to be at North Beach if you want to declare yourself Italian around here, by the way. Anyway, I'm sorry. On a serious note, Chris and Tony, what these two guys just did was very difficult, very, very difficult, because they went to night law school. And night law school is much different than day law school. It's 4 years of a lot of sacrifice. And they did it, and they did it well. So the people that go to day school, they've got it made because they don't have to work, and they got other luxuries. But this is a real strain on the family and the friends. And so all of you in this room, the support of these two guys, deserve a lot of hand. Yeah. Big hand. It takes a village to get guys like you through this process. And but they did it well. And I see Tony because he came to my office too, and these guys studied together, and they really put in the time and energy. And I know they're going to pass the bar. They're really hard workers. They're dedicated to what they're doing, and I'm proud of both of them. So. With Chris, you know, it goes back 42 years when I met Chris and Gunnar in the NAR class, and we all started sailing together and having a lot of fun after the races. And I got to know Chris. I would say he was sort of a son and a good friend, and all combined into one. And we've had so much fun in the yachting community down at the St. Francis Yacht Club and doing stuff with a lot of people in this room. In fact, we even got in trouble a few times down there, Chris. I don't know if you remember.
Oh, I know the story.
I'll tell you a war story. After one of these Woody Boat regattas that I was doing today, we were upset that they somehow didn't recognize Tom Blackwater, who had passed away earlier in the. And so they were supposed to paint a buoy called Blackwater Buoy up by the fort there. And they never got around to it, and we were complaining that, you know, Blackwater hadn't been recognized. So at the bar, we decided that, after a few, that we needed to go out and fix that. So I think at about midnight that night, we went out in a boat, and Chris and were you there? A few, and we turned around and we painted the 16 buoy yellow and put Blackwater on there, a big P on there, and we were very proud of ourselves. We came back that night, and then the next morning we realized, oh, wait a minute. That'll screw up the race instructions. And said, well, you know, we won't tell anybody about this because, you know, we will pretend like, you know, we didn't do it. And then he looks at me and says, yeah, but I got yellow paint all over my hand.
True story.
This paint, by the way, I had it from a case. It was actually this highway paint. And it doesn't come off your hands. It really doesn't. It's fluorescent. It's terrible. I think he had to have that paint on his hands for about a month. And so that moved on, and then Chris expressed an interest in getting into the legal business. And before I knew it, he went to paralegal school and then asked me if he could join my firm doing paralegal work. So I said, fine, come on down. And he started in doing the paralegal work, and he did a great job. I mean, my partners and I were very impressed with his ability to put together the work we gave him, the briefs and stuff. And he got better and better and better. And then finally he said, well, do you think I could, you know, go to law school? And I said, sure, you know, you've got the time.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Take the time, you go to law school. So he's got the talent, and I could see it there in the office that his stuff was very good. In fact, we had some cases that he was helping me working on, and we had some briefs due. So I asked him to write an important brief for one of my cases, and he did a great job. And then I signed the brief, but I didn't change much of it. And finally, we were both in court, and I handed that brief to the judge. This is very good. Who did you write this? No, I didn't write this. Chris wrote it. Of course, no, but he has really done a great job in his brief writing, and he's impressed the judges in the various cases I've been involved in. He comes right along. And last month, we were up in Sacramento, and he wrote a couple of the important briefs. And even signed those briefs because now he has the authority to do that. The judge was quite impressed with his ability to write briefs and to make good legal points in that case. So, in fact, some of the success I've had really would not have taken place if it wasn't for Chris and his legal work. So I congratulate you, Chris.
Go up and thank him.
So these two guys are going to make great lawyers. They work real hard, and I just want to congratulate you again for all your hard work, and good luck in the bar, both of you guys.